Hi, my name is Roz Humphreys, and we have been doing the Do You Know God's Love series. And so we are up to God is a rewarder, which is the opposite of love does not traffic shame. So we've been camping out on First Corinthians chapter 13, and we're up to verse 4. And First Corinthians chapter 13, what it does is that it explains about God's characteristics. He is love. So it was interesting because the opposite of shame, of course, is uplifting, elevating, you know, building somebody up. And in there is reward, right? God is a rewarder. And we read in Matthew 6 that he rewards prayer and fasting. He rewards praying or fasting. When we get into what they call the prayer closet, that private place where it's just you and God, he rewards you openly for everything that you just come to him about. A lot of times we take and we start to go to a lot of different people, and I'm not saying that that's wrong, but when it's a habit that you're always going to this different people instead of just going directly to God and believing that he's hearing you and that he wants the best for you and that he's going to answer your prayer. That's so amazing, because when he answers your prayer, you know that it was totally God, totally God. So today we're going to talk about he is also a rewarder when you stand in your faith. When you stand in your faith, and Luke 6:22 to 23 explains that. It says and make sure that you read these scriptures so that it gets deep down into your heart. God rewards when you stand for your faith. He rewards that. And a lot of times, it can be difficult depending on the circumstance that you're in. Sometimes in your job, you have to be careful of what you say. I think that the greatest testimony is how you act, what people see, how consistent you are, within your faith. How are you responding? What are the things that you share? It's so important because it shows your walk with God, and God rewards that. He rewards when you stand up for your faith. A lot of times we're thinking that it's sharing your faith verbally, but your greatest testimony is, how you walk. What's your daily life like when you're going through something? How are you responding? Are you responding the same way everybody else is responding with, for example, fear or worry or stress? Or are you responding in a way where people are noticing and they kind of step back and say, what is going on with you? Why are you always so cheerful? Why is it that you're not worrying as much as the rest of us? Explain to me about what you believe. People want something different. They're seeking that. Especially during these times of so much uncertainty and so much fear and so much what ifs. They need that. They need that that confidence, that hope, right? That that quiet expectancy that they see in you. They need that. And so, what that shows is, for the outside, right, that you live a peaceful life. And I'm not saying peaceful, quiet all the time. It depends on, what's going on. I'm not saying we're not human and we don't go through, but I'm saying that you're not like, throwing yourself in despair constantly, that there's a belief system within you that you're so grounded that even though that you're shaken, you know how to kind of go back and align again and know that there is a God that you trust in, that you believe in what scripture is saying about you and for you and to you. And God rewards that. God rewards faithfulness. So make sure that you take the time to really read, Luke chapter 6. And it's really good to read actually the chapter before and the chapter after, so you get, the feeling of what Jesus was trying to say during that time. But it's Luke chapter 6, verse 22 to 23. And we're going to continue tomorrow unpacking how God is a rewarder. He really is. And you know, it comes through relationship. Just like you reward everyone that you love in different ways in your love language, God does the same. Have a great day, guys. I hope this blessed you today.